How did you decide whether to be a for-profit or not-for-profit?
Well, I think for us the decision was quite simple. I mean, the idea of non-for-profit just made a lot more sense for us. We're not looking, this is not a company per se that is really going to maximize revenues. We're really looking to establish something that is going to also assist the community in some way and really will be beneficial for music and for the musical industry. So this seemed like the right thing, and the kind of people that we were getting interested in the project is would be really the people who would be interested in a non-for-profit and not a profit per se organization. So that was.
But also practically speaking, unless you are putting the funds yourself at the beginning, it's so hard to just start a series and you don't even know if people are going to show up. You don't have any sort of infrastructure for advertising. So it makes, on a practical level, more sense to go not-for-profit and do some fundraising first so that you can see where your ideas can go.
99.9% of the organizations that have to do with classical music are non-for-profit, simply because it's so hard to make a real profit from something like that because there are so many expenses that are involved. Mm-hmm. And I think that's probably the reason why almost everything is a non-for-profit, so that people would be able to assist with that, donate, be sponsors, and really, without it, it wouldn't exist.
How do you monetize? Are you asking for funds from grants, or is it just through donations, or what is the plan for taking care of this organization?
Well, at first, we're going through Fractured Atlas. We went through them for the first season. That was the easiest way to just get everything rolling. And I believe there are a few other incorporations like that, but I think Fractured Atlas was the most popular.
And what does it do? Because I don't think everybody knows.
Fractured Atlas, that's a not-for-profit which supports artistic endeavors like this one, projects, and they take a commission from your donations, but for all your donors, because it goes through there, it's tax deductible for them. Mm-hmm. And so it's when you're starting something, it's basically the easiest way to just get donations and have people feel like it's donating to any other not-for-profit, because the process of creating a not-for-profit is so extensive.
So you haven't formed a 501c3?
We are in the process right now.
You are?
Yeah, so we should be getting that in a month or so.
Yeah.
And what has that experience been like to actually start a 501c3? Because it is a long process.
Well, we've been very lucky because we have a lawyer friend who is doing most of the actual groundwork for this. But I mean, there's paperwork to fill out and all those things, and of course after that, once you're a non-for-profit, there are meetings, all those protocol things that you need to have in order to sustain it. But on the other hand, just the outlook of what an organization is when they have a non-for-profit is very different. I remember there were all kinds of different organizations that we've approached in the past, and we wanted to collaborate with them. And they were very interested in our idea, and they really, really loved our series. But they said immediately, we'll have to help you only when you get the 501c.
Or they could help at a greater, for example, we always have cupcakes from Baked by Melissa, and that's sort of become our thing. And all these places are willing to work with you, but I think for them it also looks better if they're, partnering with a not-for-profit. So, yeah, so we have lawyers on our board, and one of their law firms is doing this pro bono for us, which is great.